Greetings, my beloved kindred. And this is your first edition, but it won't be your last in the year of 2020. Here we are. Here we are, many evolutions later. We said so many things have passed. Of course, it's been last year since I talked to you, but like the blink of an eye, things are just moving and moving. We could give a whole astrological report, all these planets in Capricorn, but we won't. We'll just welcome you into what we're looking forward to the most in this new year. It's a big schedule. We're finally giving you all the links and asking you to subscribe and ring the bell and go to the website because it is, the winds of change are hitting us all different, and we're speaking to you about, you can notice it. This is the first thing you'll notice. We put lighthouses everywhere because this is a year where our sacred activism has to really ground and also figure how to beacon out in this world of just deception beyond, right? Aren't we really, really, really on the ship called truth-telling right about here? If we're going to establish a good bag of goods, as my godfather would say, to pass on to our children, to pass on to the coming generations, then we must now harness our skills at truth-telling. And so all of this year, no matter where you see us, whether it's in the woods or at these various conferences or in Oyotunji for the 50th year celebration of the cultural restoration movement, we're talking about a few things. Where we really are. We are deep. We are in the deep dive of the conversations waiting to be had. And some of them did, no doubt, start. They launched in. People pulled up their courage and opened their heart, cracks and all. And we've had some of the really hard conversations that we find ourselves in. But isn't the harmony and the beauty of us all playing so well on the playground? Isn't it worth it? Of course it is. Of course it is. It takes, actually, if you really want to know, less energy to just flow in the love in the room than it takes to have to figure out who you're going to speak to, or what mask you're wearing, or which part of the people pleasing, or whatever it is that has hung on, that's still in the old baggage from 2019. This Piscean age is really sealing up. We are, by the end of the year, I'm told, I believe in December, moving into, without a doubt, the age of Aquarius. We've been talking about it for a while. But as I said to one of my good sister queens just the other day, I used to, this is the difference for us between last year and this year, I used to think that we were gathering everyone on the platform waiting for the train to pull up, that we were all going to get on to do this part of the movement into the new earth. I'm convinced. I feel like I'm on the train. I feel like the train is moving. And I noticed very much when those maybe stuck or still waiting on the platform, I noticed them, as we go by. Because it's like those conversations maybe aren't useful, or it's like a regurgitation of some conversations we've already had. When we have to step into the truth-telling, we have to step into that place for the sake of unity and bridge building and peacemaking, And so again, we say, nope, you just won't get there by talking about it. So we're going to speak to just a few things. As we said, first and foremost, Oyotunji African Village was established in the low country of South Carolina in 1970. And so we have reached our 50th year, not without the bumps and bruises. There's no perfect civilization, as there's no perfect culture, as my godfather said all of the time. Surely there's no good without bad. And so those festivals, we have them every year, but this year they will be quite inspiring and quite historic and quite educational. And so if you have not yet ever visited Oyotunji, go to the website, oyotunji.org, and check out, what is happening there. We're going to say we're definitely having a few campouts on our compound in the Anago district, way in the back, and planting gardens and learning about bamboo structures. There's so many parts that we're looking forward to. Not the heat of the mosquitoes, but there are good parts. And in the edge of spring, before that hot summer gets to South Carolina, is a good time. So again, the links are below. To check out where we are, what we're doing. Florida Earth Skills is coming up the beginning of February, and then the season will be off into a roll. And we do want to make just a brief mention of that work that we're doing in upstate New York, in the state of our birth, in Woodstock. Various groups in different areas have asked for a type of container, a weekend retreat, a closed thing where we can get in, turn the cell phones off, disconnect from the 3D, and go deep into the medicine and the healing. So that's what we're at. When you see those lighthouses all over our website and Facebook, then we're asking ourselves, who are we? We're shining the light on it. Who are we? And are we healing? Yeah, just be candid with yourself. You don't owe anybody else an explanation, but you really should ask yourself this year and the 4-year, well, am I healing? Or am I stuck in some lonely river of victimization? And if not, what is the healing balm that you are most in need of? And it's not that complicated. I immediately said it to one of the people there looking forward to the weekend in Woodstock. And he said back to me, I know mine is fire. He said, because I can feel it soothe when I just sit by a fire, tend a solo fire into the night. Just me, myself, and the fire. I said, I know exactly what you mean. And not knowing the spiritual equivalent, that fire, pulls the anger, the frustration out of the body. Just like water releases it in the sweat lodge, we release through the fluids of our bodies, the toxicity. So, these are a few things that we're going to be sharing different places throughout the year. We're excited about it. We're pretty excited about it. I was thinking we're on our way to the Nature Connection Leadership Gathering, which I've not been there before, but I know most of the people that are there, because these are all of the leaders and the people who put up these schools for our children on nature awareness and the skill sets together. And I thought about coming into them as a new person, so to speak. They know of me as well. And just saying, how fine is it for people who might say that this is my work? This is not my work. This is my love. It was work getting here. Yeah, I didn't have any help packing in the truck and driving, a little bit. We give thanks on the last leg of the journey. We do have 2 good friends that are going to navigate that cold and snow and ice that we're driving into. That's kindred. That's your next of kin, people that you can rely upon. So if you've wondered what it is, who we are, what we do, we have upgraded the website. And you can now see many of the courses through the Mystic School of Alchemy or that we're teaching in the woods at various festivals throughout the year. And we're excited about it because this is our time, The time of the lone wolf is over. So if you feel called to it, I feel you already. Check us out. Get in there, connected. Kindred of Sangoma. .org. That's the website. Kindred of Sangoma, Facebook. And then there's the Classroom Collective Facebook group, which we have all types of teachings that flow through there all the time. And then, of course, right here, you're going to see a lot more from House of Earth Productions, from Black Moon Spiral Productions, because we find that everybody with their phone on, it's easier for them to watch and get the news this way. So seasons such as this, it's built for our lighthouses. We are not the lost ships. Don't get it twisted. We are the lighthouses. And we must contain and amplify that light in every minute, because it is the light that will push back the darkness. It's not the other way around. Don't get it twisted. Love you, love you, love you. Hugs.